The higher interest rates goes, the deeper the equities and the economy goes. So now the Dow's down over 4% again this month. So what does it mean? So here's a big trend. You ready? Once upon a time in your Trends Journal, when it was a quarterly magazine that was only like 10, 12 pages, we had forecast in 1999, October, that the dot-com bust would happen by the second quarter of 2000. And it did in March. This may be the month that the markets collapse. And if they do, just like they did when the dot-com bust happened, when all else fails, they take you to war. They took us to the war on terror, 2001. So be prepared. Front economic update, the market overview, the update like you never read anywhere else. What's going on, merger and acquisition activity, stock buybacks, the whole deal. Then now they're talking about the Fed not raising interest rates and no cuts this year. What will that mean? Municipal bond investments slowed in February. What does that mean when cities, states need this dough? Oh, and then there's the office building bust, where they get a lot of their tax money that they're not going to get anymore. It's all connected. When and if will the dollar die? We've been writing about this now for a couple of years, and now the reality is hitting the street. They invented a thing called quantitative easing. They didn't teach us that in Economics 101 at graduate school, nor did they teach us about zero and negative interest rate policy. They could come up with anything. The money people are in charge. Anybody that thinks they have a government of we the people, they're still being taught in kindergarten to K-12 and graduate school. That's who's in control of the government. In February, food prices showed above average growth. You ready? 21.8%. Food prices went up 22%. Energy prices only went up 19.1%. 20%. Commerce Bank economic researcher Ralph Slovin told Reuters, quote, although the inflation rate may fall in the coming months because energy prices are unlikely to rise as strongly as they did in spring 22, this does not mean inflation is over. Yeah, no shit. But you know what it is? Again, none of the media will report what we're reporting, the facts. It's dragflation. What is it going to mean? What's going to happen to gold prices? And reasons to be happy about low bond prices and high interest rates. Value of U.S. housing stocks drops $2.3 trillion as buyers opt out. Are we going to see a crash in the housing market? We don't believe so, but it will show you where it's going. And again, we're saying what no one else is saying, what very few are saying. They keep raising interest rates, markets go down. This isn't rocket science, very simple. So what do you have? You had the numbers came out, mortgage demand from home buyers. It only dropped to a 28-year low. And that was last week when you had the mortgage rate at 6.62%. Excuse me, 6.71. But you know what it is now? Mortgage rates jumped back over 7% as inflation fears drive yields higher. Now we're going into the spring season coming up, and this is when the housing market starts to go up. Is it going to go up this time? Well, guess what? It's not. Is it going to be a housing crash? We don't see that happening. But there will be a crash, the likes of which will be a crash heard around the world, and we'll get to that very soon. Go back to March or April of 2020, just about 3 years ago, We warned of an office building bust, and now it's finally coming out there. They're only 3 years too late, but these are economic experts, so you swallow the shit that they shove down your throat when they're ready to shove it down your throat. Again, Spotlight, top trend 2023, office building bust. 1 billion square feet of U.S. office space will be empty, but on and on. Office tower owner defaults on nearly $2 billion. We said this is going to happen. And then there's one article that we put in there to make this really clear. Corner bakery restaurant chain goes bust. What does that mean? People aren't going to work anymore. They're not going out for lunch. And now all the ones are saying maybe they'll come in on Monday. They ain't coming in on Friday. Remember, Friday used to be fun day. Hey, work is done. Let's go out, have some drinks. Let's go listen to music. Let's go have some fun. No more. No fun allowed. No life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm a scumbag governor. No happiness. Get in your house. You can't go outside. Close down your business. I'm arrogant Gavin Newsom. I'm Witless Whitney. I'm DeWine over there. That arrogant little piece of as East Palestine rots. Look at the scumbags running our lives, telling us what to do, robbing us of our freedom. And we've been covering this month after month, agency after agency. It's one big club and you ain't in it. They know what's going on. They're making the deals and they're betting the bets and becoming rich doing it while the rest of us plantation workers on slave land, go broke. Oh, dragflation. Yep. Guess what? Germany, the biggest economy, they said that, don't worry, GDP is going to go up. Didn't. It went down. Oh, and inflation is going up. Dragflation, we're the only ones saying it. And the media refuses to report it. Economy's going down, drag down. Inflation, dragflation, not stagflation. Emerging nations fall deeper into debt. What are the implications of that? They're huge geopolitical and socioeconomic implications.